It's 1840 and everyone in London is gathered outside Buckingham Palace. But why, you ask? Well, it's all because of Queen Victoria's latest Instagram post. Yep, that's right. I'm talking about an Instagram post. In the Victorian era. It might sound crazy, but the Queen would have been so popular that her posts from iconic royal ceremonies like the changing of the guard could easily rack up over 2.5 million views in just 2 days. In this video, get ready to leave your world behind and step into one like no other. This little corner in Chronicle Trail is one where the Queen of England creates hashtags and viral reels. It's a place where you can imagine this reality. What if Queen Victoria ruled Instagram? Who doesn't love those mushy romantic love videos we see on Instagram every day? Maybe those who scroll past with an eye roll, or who haven't had their morning coffee yet. Anyways, it would have been the same back in Queen Victoria's time. Most people would have gotten an up-close look at the romantic love story between Queen Victoria and her beloved husband, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, while others would have quickly scrolled past, trying to avoid yet another viral video of the lovebirds. Prince Albert, born in Germany, was a deeply thoughtful man who was known for his love of handwritten letters. But what if he didn't have to rely on ink and paper to express his feelings to the Queen, who at the time was still living with her mother as an unmarried monarch? What if Prince Albert could have sent Queen Victoria Instagram messages instead? Maybe it would have been one of those funny viral videos, like a sheep dancing to Beethoven's Für Elise, that would have caught her attention. And in that moment, the Queen would have seen just how charming and funny Prince Albert truly was. Then, on October 15th, 1839, Queen Victoria drops an engagement announcement on her Instagram, complete with a video of her telling the world she had proposed to Albert. Boom! It racks up 1 million likes in just 24 hours. People are congratulating her, commenting with hearts and wishes for a happy future. But not everyone is happy about their engagement. People start asking questions online. Is Prince Albert really the right match for the Queen? Is he going to start putting German pretzels in the Queen's breakfast? On the 10th of February 1840, she drops another video showing her and Prince Albert riding in a royal carriage on their wedding day to the Chapel Royal at St. James's Palace in London. The post garners even more likes, breaking her previous record in less than 12 hours. And just like that, Queen Victoria becomes the trending topic on Instagram. Memes of her sipping tea in a crown flood the feed, and someone even remixes her speeches into a viral dance track. Who knew the 1800s could be so lit? Even with all her glamorous posts, Queen Victoria's Instagram still manages to stay surprisingly reserved. After all, some personal moments are just too personal to share with her millions of followers. Like the evening after her wedding, when she spent it lying down with a headache. But we all know that despite her fatigue, she still managed to write about Albert in her diary.
My dearest, dearest, dear Albert. He clasped me in his arms and we kissed each other again and again.
Imagine if she had posted that on Instagram instead. Could you picture it? The royal kiss that could have shattered Lionel Messi's record for the most likes ever on a post? Forget about his World Cup win. This royal romance would have been unstoppable. Now, we know we don't live in this alternate world where Queen Victoria is racking up likes faster than a dancing sheep video, but we sure do appreciate likes in this reality. So, if you've made it this far, give this video a like, click the share button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating alternate realities. Now that the wedding ceremony is over, the one thing everyone will remember about Queen Victoria's wedding is her iconic dress. Made from white silk satin and adorned with delicate Honiton lace, the wedding dress is simple with a high neckline and long sleeves. Brides in her era are known to wear colourful dresses on their wedding day. But Queen Victoria is here to make white wedding dresses the new standard for brides everywhere. The first photo of her in that beautiful dress has every woman in London saying, "Wait, is that our Queen or an angel?" And of course, Queen Victoria herself doesn't just leave it at that. She drops another post revealing all the juicy details. how the dress was designed by W.G. Lynn and made by a team of seamstresses from London, how the lace was created by local artisans, how the silk satin was sourced from Spitalfields in London, and how the dress took several months to complete, with every detail carefully handcrafted. The likes are pouring in, and just like that, she changes the bridal fashion game forever. But even with the fashion trend, Queen Victoria stays true to her sense of propriety and moral standards. Because after all, even royals know that you can't just throw on a stunning dress and forget your manners. No matter how many likes she gets, she's not about to start posting anything that'll scandalize the court. Let's take a break from Queen Victoria's fashion trend reels and love story posts and dive into something that would have had the media back then buzzing: her governance. Imagine this. Queen Victoria has a royal advisor, Baroness Letson, who documents her key political moments for Instagram. From the halls of Buckingham Palace to the grandeur of Windsor Castle, her meetings become must-see content for followers around the world. And then one morning, Queen Victoria is in a heated meeting in the grand halls of Buckingham Palace. Ministers are pressing her to replace the Baroness, saying she has too much influence over the Queen and isn't running the royal household properly. But the young Queen, with her steady gaze, doesn't flinch. This sparks a movement for women to get involved in governance. Pioneers like Millicent Fawcett and Emmeline Pankhurst start pushing for women's right to vote, while Josephine Butler fights for legal reforms. Next is the year 1858, and Queen Victoria makes history by becoming the first monarch to use the telegraph for fast communication. She posts a picture of herself sitting beside the telegraph captioned,
"So happy to have sent my message across the Atlantic. The telegraph is truly a breakthrough in connecting us all."
Back in 1942, she had shared a video from her first train journey saying,
"Enjoying my first train ride."
And in 1951, she uploaded a video of the Great Exhibition at the Crystal Palace, and the caption reads,
"Proud to be part of this incredible exhibition alongside my husband Albert. The world's best in science, engineering and manufacturing all gathered here. What an amazing moment for Britain."
With Queen Victoria on Instagram, we get a front row seat to the groundbreaking progress of the Victorian era in science, industry and global connections. As captivating as Queen Victoria's Instagram might have been, it would have taken a serious hit when tragedy struck her family. We are now in the year 1861, and her latest post reads,
"Albert is very ill with typhoid, and our 8 children and I are all struggling to keep it together."
The weeks pass. Her posts become less frequent. Her beloved Prince Albert's health worsens, and on December 14th, 1861, she shares the devastating news.
"My heart is broken. Albert has passed. I don't know how to go on without him."
The world watches in mourning. Queen Victoria will forever wear black to mourn him, earning her the nickname Widow of Windsor. Her Instagram becomes a dark world filled with old posts where smiles once lit up the feed, now replaced by silence, and her followers can do little but send virtual condolences. Years later, as Queen Victoria's health declines, the familiar ping of an Instagram notification echoes through homes, in the grand halls of London and the quiet estates of the countryside. Her followers eagerly check their Instagram, expecting another glimpse of the Queen's royal life. But what they find is far from what they anticipated. Her second son, Alfred, affectionately called Affy, has been lost to the family. Her caption is gut-wrenching.
"Oh God, my poor darling Affy gone too. This year, nothing but sadness and horrors of one kind or another."
Finally, on January 22nd, 1901, at 81 years old, Queen Victoria passes away, her last moments shared with her eldest son, Albert Edward, and her grandson, Wilhelm II. Just like that, the world of Victoria's Instagram, once a chronicle of royal life, now feels like a relic of the past. But who knows? Maybe Edward VII would inherit her account and share a post with a new era, a royal transition, one Instagram post at a time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into this alternate reality, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the journey. See you in the next reality.